Moose and Sal are back for What Are the Odds? And the Yankees are a slight underdog in Game 2. And Moose, I know you're a Tanaka guy, so do you think Aaron Boone is overthinking this by pushing the more experienced pitcher to start Game 3?
Well, I think it's interesting. I think the schedule probably plays into it. I still would have went with Tanaka in Game 2, even with him potentially. Well, he would get extra rest with a Game 3 start, and then obviously you're trying to stagger the starters to make sure that you have full use of the bullpen. I understand all that. I just like going with my heavy hitters at the top end of the rotation. Plus, that wouldn't affect me in the championship series as much with pushing Tanaka back. I understand why he did it. I guess I might be even a little bit more surprised they went with Deivi Garcia instead of Jay Happ leaning on that veteran leadership. So it was a little surprising. There's no question about it. I still would have went with Masahiro Game 2.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that they chose Deivi Garcia to start a game in this series, but I didn't think that they would make the decision to start him Game 2. I don't have a big problem with it, though, Moose. First and foremost, I love Tanaka on extra rest. We've been talking about that for years. It's been proven that usually on extra rest, he's better. Coming off a rough outing against the Indians, so you give him extra rest, see what he has. I also like saving that bullet as opposed to backing, having Games 3 and 4 with Deivi Garcia and Jay Happ, and then maybe overusing the bullpen in those games. So I kind of like saving Tanaka. You try to sneak one by with Deivi Garcia, who, if he's on, he can be dominant. Plus, the Rays never saw him. It's a different look. You'd rather maybe take that chance in Game 2, knowing you have Tanaka in waiting on extra rest in Game 3. I don't think it's a huge deal either way, but I don't have a big problem with it.
Garcia becomes the youngest Yankee to start a postseason game, and there is a chance Boone could piggyback Garcia with Jordan Montgomery and Happ. So, Sal, how long would you expect Garcia to go in Game 2?
Yeah, it's a great question, Eamon. I mean, look, if he gets in any sort of trouble, I can't imagine having him a long leash, Moose, having Boone having a long leash with him. But I don't trust Happ. I don't trust Montgomery in that spot anyway. So, I mean, look, I think any starter who gets in big trouble here in the ALDS is going to be yanked early, especially when you talk about a rookie with Deivi Garcia.
Right. I mean, and the other thing is you're going to need one of those guys to start Game 4. I mean, potentially, if we see a fourth game in this series, I mean, I think there's going to be a trust in Deivi Garcia, see how he's working early on, see what the Tampa hitters' approach is to him. But if he gets into significant trouble, Aaron Boone's going to have a short leash in order to get into that bullpen. He's not going to let Deivi Garcia implode on the mound. And I don't think he will. I think he'll give you a competitive start, but I don't think he's going to necessarily go 7-8 strong innings on Tuesday night.
Nor are they probably accounting for that. I mean, they might want to go Montgomery for an inning or two and then get into the rest of that bullpen. Remember, now because they have Chapman available, that sure helps. And it's not like the Yankees don't have any arms that they could go to. Are they the top arms? No, but I think they have enough there where if they could get 4 or 5 solid innings out of Garcia, they'd be in good shape.
And it'll be a little bit easier for Aaron Boone managing that game with the young guy on the hill after winning Game 1 as opposed to losing Game 1. All right, Moose, Sal, thank you for joining us here for What Are the Odds?
Thanks,
Jonas?